Parkland, Florida, to remember the victims of Wednesday's school shooting.
Oh, it was certainly a sea of people that came out. You can see their eyes filled with tears. According to police, 17 people lost their lives, students and staff among them. 14 others were injured when that former student of this high school down in Parkland, Florida, Nicholas Cruz, opened fire on his students and former classmates. The school superintendent says that they won't let this tragedy define them.
This week, we saw the worst in humanity. Tomorrow, we are going to see the best in humanity. We're going to see what defines Parkland. It's not this tragedy. It's going to be how we come together to recover from this tragedy.
Several vigils, prayer services, and a prayer walk are all scheduled around Broward County today, as so many families there are also planning funerals. It's just a really, really sad time. And of course, so many parents are asking the question, what is the security protocols at my child's school?
A lot of people asking that. So this morning we're going to take a closer look at a program that some families might not even know about. It allows police to monitor exactly what's going on inside without having to be inside of that school. Local 4's Nick Monticelli joining us live now in Roseville to explain. A lot of people didn't even know that this existed, Nick.
No, and they do now, Evrod. Good morning to you. Live here in front of the Roseville Police Department, because they have technology that ties them directly into the schools here within their jurisdiction. And it's not kind of a Big Brother program. It's simply more of an opportunity for them to know exactly what's going on, because if something does happen inside of one of their schools, they want to be able to see the shooter and know exactly where he is and where their officers need to be.
When we were growing up, the schools was the one safe place.
That is a sentiment a lot are sharing right now, but we know all too well schools can be just as dangerous as anywhere, leaving those with children or grandchildren like Darlene Dolland uneasy.
That something's going to happen to them.
There's a person walking right.
But there are some police departments taking proactive steps towards keeping our children safe. For instance, in Roseville, the school district allows the police department access to every camera in the halls, cafeteria, and even the parking lots.
In the case of emergency, we can take control of those cameras and relay first real-time information to our officers. And with that speed and response, hopefully casualties or whatever the fear is can be mitigated much quicker.
A quick check found not every school district, though, grants police access. Roseville is allowed live monitoring 24/7, and other agencies can monitor if needed, like Troy, Royal Oak, Centerline, and Southfield. Other police agencies do have this, and we're working on building that list. But there are some school districts that won't allow it.
I would highly recommend, I think every district should have this capability.
I'm going to find out if my grandson's school has it.
Now, I should point out that these cameras are not in private places. They're not in bathrooms or locker rooms. These are just public places, and some of the agreements with these districts and police departments only allow the police agencies to dial in and use these cameras during an emergency, and even then only certain people are allowed to use them. But Evrod and Rhonda, like I said, we're working to build this list, because I would imagine most parents and grandparents and guardians, they'd like to know if their schools have this technology.
Absolutely. I'd love to know if it's at my son's school.
Absolutely. And a lot of schools have that panic button that will contact police right away, but certainly
anybody can press that. Yeah.
You do want to increase those security measures. More the better.
Time now is 6.